And it ends 4-1 to Bromley here. A really good victory on the road.
Fantastic performance. I thought it was a really, really good performance all round. Not just the result, but the way we started the game, the way we done our homework, we knew where to exploit them, and then the quality of the finishing. You know, for a team that only scores at set plays, everyone tells me that's what we are, one-dimensional. I thought we was brilliant today, all over the pitch. And then the flip side of that, some of the defensive stuff we had to do, you know, because you still have to defend. It's not quite just a 4-1 and that's it, home and dry. You have to have moments you've got to defend. I thought the guys put their bodies on the line. Grant Smith made some big saves when it was needed. So overall, I thought it was a real probably masterclass, if that makes sense. You know, we've done a real good job on Gillingham. And I don't mean to have any disrespect to Gillingham, I have to say that.
The early goals and that early energy, pivotal. To be 3-0 up before the half an hour mark is fantastic.
Yeah, the quality of the finishing was brilliant. You know, Ben Thompson was phenomenal today. You know, and even his third one for his hat trick was a some goal. But you know that the all round what we've done, and I've got to give the staff a bit of a pat on the back as well. You know, we've had a tricky week this week with some injuries, players coming in for medicals, and then my coaching team. You know, doing a lot of work. We've had a lot of hours ready for this game to make sure that we knew where we wanted to hurt them, and I have to give them a credit, you know, as well as, you know, I get all the plaudits on one end, but there's a team behind me that have done a really good job.
And you talk about Ben Thompson there. He's someone who's had to bide his time a little bit. He's had injuries. He's had to be patient, but what a showing from him this week, not just today.
Yeah, I think that's, you could say that about Ben. You could say about all the squads. You know, we got Carl Jenkins in there who's not even in the squad, and he's revving the lads up before the game, and I think that just tells me everything about the group. You know, the skippers, you know, there's everyone. Jude come out of the team, someone else goes in, and they kind of get it. You know, none of them are happy. Don't get me wrong, when they're not playing, they're not, and I get that. But they understand it's for the good of the team, and I have to make these decisions. I say all the time, they're only good decisions when we win, and if we don't win, I've got it wrong. And they're a good group. You know, I'm delighted for everything they're about, and they got to just keep ploughing through, because I have to remind everybody we haven't achieved anything yet. We've just got another result, and we're another result closer to where we want to get to.
You said post-match on Tuesday you wanted Corey Whiteley to score more goals, so he's gone and got one today, and in some style.
Absolutely, yeah, good goal, Corey. I thought we should have had a second one, to be honest, as well, but that's just me. We need everyone to chip in for goals. You know, Mitch Pinnock's due one at some point, surely. I keep ribbing him, but we need everyone to chip in with goals, because that's what ultimately is going to get us, you know, right at the top of the table and get us to where we want to get to. And I'm going to keep demanding of these boys. I mean, you'd have thought we'd lost in that dressing room after. There's no music on, there's no wild celebrations, there's no disrespect as well. I'm really big on that we don't start banging the walls and being disrespectful. You know, we're a humble group, and you know, when we get to where we want to get to, then we can start having the party. But we're a long way away from that yet.
I think you raised an important point about the week we've just had, and two players coming in on Thursday and Friday. Jesse Deborah and Zet Medley have had one training session together.
One training session, 5-hour journey down the night before. You know, medical team doing a medical at 8 a.m. in the morning. You doing all the paperwork at silly o'clock. You know, it's a big risk chucking two boys in like that have never played together amongst the group. But I know both those boys really well. Their characters, I've worked with them both, and I just felt that, look, it's a risk I've got to take, and a risk, I think it's a good calculated risk, and I thought they was both excellent. I really did.
And something else which was excellent, we say it all the time, but the fans, phenomenal today, and in great number.
Fantastic, yeah, fantastic. It's lovely. Nothing gives me greater pleasure than seeing the support, the fan base growing, you know, the people coming out, and then their smiling faces going home, happy to be and proud to be a Bromley fan.
Fantastic results away today, and now it turns to Fleetwood away next week. A long trip.
That's a really tough one. We've got to make sure we keep getting points and we keep, you know, getting results, and that's really important.
Andy, thanks for your time.
Thank you.